Some might call me a terrorist, others a racist. I see myself as a podcaster. Studio loans. You have angered me for the last time. I demand you unhand Saber and Yuri from your grasps and return them to me in 42 hours, or else I will blow up the entirety of Iowa. Bring them to me in 43 hours, and you will still die. You have until then. As for now, welcome to another episode of Big Fellas. I'm your host, Big, and then I have my co-host, Pig.
Yep, that's me.
We're missing Saber and Yuri today. Saber's got criminals to apprehend, I guess. I don't know. I think there was a deal at Target for some ammunition. And, Yuri went to bed. So, yeah. She did not grow
31st
us.
really drained Yuri, so she's having her 1,000-year slumber.
You know, it's starting to get near winter. We're through like a half of... I say we're through half of fall, but I don't know. We're like almost halfway through fall. Around this time, Yuri's gonna take her eternal slumber for like a while. Even though she's not a fucking mammal. She's a vampire. They're two different things, right?
Yeah, I think so.
So yeah, you guys are stuck with me in the pig. It's a Terumo cast now, so this is going to be the Terumo cancellation special, where I read you some of his old tweets from 2017.
Please
And
don't.
we're gonna... all right, Terumo. This is no. Actually, you know what? Saber isn't here. This is a Saber cancellation special. We're gonna read some receipts from Saber and expose him for, I don't know, being a racist. Maybe. Can we do that?
For commissions, for having money for commissions, but nothing else.
Uh, calling out Saber, being like, Saber be like, yeah, I'm a little broke right now. Also, Saber posts and retweets a picture that he commissioned of his OC.
Well, to be fair, in that instance, he's probably broke, but the time he commissioned, he probably wasn't.
Fair enough. This isn't me calling out Saber or anything, being like, yeah, Saber's a muck, you know. I do a little bit of trolling, as the kids say. Well, you know, I think that's what the kids say. That's what they said last time I checked on them in the attic.
We're old.
I do feel old sometimes. It's like, yesterday I went to the My Hero movie, and I'd go in, and I guess My Hero fans are fucking children, because I see, like, a few groups of parents. I'm like, I thought I was going in to see an anime movie, not a fucking Paw Patrol movie. Like, goddamn.
That was a thing, huh? They came out with a movie recently.
Paw Patrol movie. Every time I drove by the theater, I'd look over to my friend and be like, yo, you want to go see Paw Patrol movie? He's like, I'll think about it. We never did go see Paw Patrol movie. Turmo, you watch any movies?
I don't watch movies.
What do you do? What do you mean
Lay
by
in
that?
bed.
Would you say the last movie you saw was
Ooh.
Guilty Gear Strive Story Mode?
I'd say the last movie I saw was Night of the Living Dead.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah, yeah, you did watch that movie.
Night of the Living Dead, then ate a McRib, and then everything was a blur for 3 days, starting on the 31st.
I heard some reports from South Dakota that some women went missing over the Halloween weekend. You know anything about that?
No.
Are you positive?
Positive.
This is a safe place. We can't arrest you.
You can't.
This is a safe place. It's all right. We can become a crime one of those true crime podcasts that white women love.
We can become the true crime.
You see, I'm trying to help you get some women to room, okay? Women love people who commit crimes. So you would just admit to your crime, and that's you know at your court case, you're gonna get a bunch of women sympathizers being like, "Well, maybe he's just misunderstood, okay? I understand what he means by I just wanted to eat women flesh. I get it. I'm a woman
May-
with flesh."
Maybe he's just misunderstood. They say as he's wearing the face of a woman he just skewered. Not that I skewered anybody, but
the the skin mask of my last victim stays on during sets. No,
the self-made the self-made gloves out of their flesh stays on during sex.
the literal skin suit that I made from their own skin stays on during my court case trials. You're like
And then
leather.
it's just they don't even give me a chance, it's just guilty.
Your lawyer's like, but Your Honor, you haven't you haven't heard my client's rebuttal against this. He's like, I don't need to. He's brought his evidence right there.
It's that one comic, I'm not sure if you've seen it, but it's like Your Honor, and then like the punchlines in that speech bubble, and the judge is just like death, and it cuts to that guy in the electric chair. It's
Yeah,
like Your Honor, skin, death.
I've seen that meme template so many times, and I know it comes from an from an actual comic, and I don't remember what the comic was.
Your Honor, borf, death.
Your Honor, my client is simply animating a dead meme. Death by electrical chair. Understandable. Have a good day. I already took his money anyway. You already paid me
Your
for
Hon-
this.
Your Honor, and it's just, what's his name? John Pork. It's like death. Cuts to the electric chair.
Fucking John Pork. Have you been on his actual Instagram page?
He has an Instagram page.
Jo- yeah, John Pork isn't just like the image. He has a whole ass like Instagram page where I think he's like some sort of like VTuber in a way.
I thought that was just a one-off thing.
No, I kid you not. His Instagram, I follow him on Instagram. His Instagram is called Real John Pork.
Is he real yet? He said he would be real in 20 seconds.
He's been real.
What did he mean by this? He's been real?
Yeah, he's he's been real for like I think the first appearance of John Pork. Yeah, his user on Instagram is just John.pork. Okay, it is the most cursed thing in the world. But his first post, which was him being kissed by some woman in a fruit hat, was made back in July 25th of 2018. That
He's
picture,
been oh, he's been alive. He's been around that long.
yes, John Pork has 14.4K followers on Instagram, and he claims that he is a fashion model.
Are you sure it isn't just John Pork killing all these women?
It could be. The actual thing is apparently he is a virtual influencer okay, he has a whole article written about him called on virtualhumans.org, and it's called Who is Virtual Influencer and Pigman John Pork. John, I stared intently at your last post for 13 hours until I was forced to eventually blink. At which point I broke into tears over not seeing you for even a fraction of a second. Connor Palladino. I guess I'm not sure if this is the author of this interview, which is a very long one. Okay, it's not. But yeah, someone cried because they could not take enough of John Pork. Or perhaps John Pork was the last thing they saw before death.
Oh yes, Hololive Ian John Pork.
John Pork is the final boss of Hololive EN. What if the great one that Ina is like possessing or has or communes with? The ancient one has just been John Pork.
Is this just now the John Pork lore podcast?
Oh no, John Pork is just some fucking pig man. I thought he was one of your boys.
He's been around like his presence has been, I'm pretty sure, around longer than I have, being known as the swine guy, the swine man.
Well, okay. When did you take the moniker of the cracked snaker?
And I have no idea. Is there a way to find out?
Uh, when did Resident Evil 7 come out? Because we gotta see if
20,
John Pork owes you
2017.
royalties. Okay, Resident Evil 7 came out in 2017, at the beginning of that year. And I'm gonna make a guess that you started using the cracked snaker, which is around the same time Swine Ass Terumo was changed. I'm gonna guess that you did that before 2018, probably midway towards the end of 2017. So I think John Pork owes you money.
Where's my goddamn check?
So I'm gonna DM John Pork and tell him, hey, you owe money.
Give me money.
You owe Swine Ass Terumo money. This motherfucker gets fan art.
There's fan art.
Yeah, he has a whole fan art page called John Pork Fan Art.
Come on, man. Where's my fan art?
Okay, so John Pork can get this fucking fan art by people who I guess enjoy this monstrosity, but no one draws fan art of Terumo. That makes me angry. There's John Pork filters. Oh, there is a John Pork filters. Oh my god.
Are there John Pork NFTs?
Oh dear lord. No, but we can. Fuck it. I'm making Terumo NFTs. We gotta beat John Pork.
Don't Dungeon will defeat it by screenshotting.
What does Danjin know? He just mauled and he thinks he's so cool. He's like, oh, look at me. I'm gonna post another picture of Christian Bale from American Psycho. Look at me, guys. Aren't I cool for posting this?
To be honest, he's pretty cool.
To be honest, it's pretty whatever. 'Cause that movie's kind of just whatever. But no one wants
I
to hear
wouldn't
me mauled about
know.
movies. But yeah, John Portlore's done. He owes Trumo about like $10 million. You can write a check to him uh, at this location here. So yeah, John, you owe Trumo $20 million, and if you don't send the money soon, I'll go over to whatever pit style you live in and break your fucking legs.
Bold of us to assume he lives in a pigsty, being an influencer.
It's a very fancy pigsty. Imagine John Port's like, I'm an influencer, so I live in a penthouse. You open up the penthouse, and it's a replica of a fucking pig pen.
It's the set of the live action Charlotte's Web.
Did you like that movie?
No,
No.
I'm pretty sure I was a dumb kid watching it, so I'm pretty sure I didn't pay too much attention anyway to it. So
I thought that movie's actually pretty good. I mean, it's not like the animated, but it's good for what it is. I think there's a really funny joke where
it's not
like, what? What?
it's not like the anime.
The anime?
Yeah, you said the animated one, so I was making a comparison. It's not like the anime.
Everybody with fucking Netflix anime adaptations. I don't get why people are mad, okay? We always talked about as kids, oh, what if Dragon Ball Z by live action? What if Naruto by live action? And then we have Netflix actually making live action anime adaptations, and we're just like, ew, that's disgusting. Why would you do that?
Because remember having last, remember what happened when they did Dragon Ball live action?
Yeah, it came
Boom,
out to be,
evolution.
yeah, one of my favorite movies of all time. It's such a fucking travesty. My god. I could talk about that movie for like hours. Maybe I'll write an essay about it. I'll write an essay, have no one look it over, and then record me reading it, make that a video, make sure to include the tapes of me repeating words when I screw up a sentence, and it'll get like 500,000 views. Easy money.
What about that Lily Orchard one?
Sometimes I see recommended like video essays, and I watch maybe a few minutes of it. I'm like, I can make a video about this, but at the same time, no, I don't think I will. I'm not
A
sure if YouTube.
retrospective Steven Universe by Tav.
I think I can. I think I'm maybe qualified to write that. Last year, I sat through the entirety of Steven Universe. To which I then told my friend that this is Steven Universe with all its anime references is pretty much anime but for gay people. So, that's my thoughts on Steven Universe. Oh no,
There's the video.
there's a video. Yeah, guys. So I watched every Steven Universe episode. It's pretty much just anime references but for gay people. It's alright, I guess. I don't really know much about it. I don't know. I didn't really watch it. I just kind of like disassociated while it was on the screen, and then when it was off the screen, I snapped back into reality. Oops, that goes gravity.
I like how you said I watched all of Steven Universe, and you said I don't know, I didn't really watch it.
No, I mean I did, but I couldn't tell you. I couldn't remember a lot of it, honestly. But at the same time, a part of me is like, well, I already saw the entirety of it, plus the movie, and then the Steven Universe future nonsense, which I think was like 5 episodes, which is where it becomes comes Krylos's fucking Pearl series, where literally at the end of it, it's just like, where's Steven? I got rid of him. Bring him back. We can't. And that's how it ends. I kid you not. That is how Steven Universe ends. Krylos predicted Steven Universe. No, he predicted the ending of it. That's canon.
And then he continued the rest of it in 3 parts.
He was my son too, you know.
I know.
Yeah, I remember when he made that. I was just like, it's funny how you understand these characters so well, better than the writers do sometimes. If only Cartoon Network would notice people like Carlos to make them work. I like I said, make them work. They're not even gonna pay them. You're gonna lock Carlos
Make
up in
him
the.
work.
You're gonna lock Carlos up in the Cartoon Network basements until he comes up with a good show that they can do.
Danjin over at Studio Loans be like,
Damn, he could have been working for me. I'm tired of studio loans, Terumo. We should just send them some. What's those bombs people would send through the mail? Anthrax?
why are you asking me?
Let's send some anthrax bombs to Dungeon and studio loans. What do you think?
Just plant some IEDs in the parking lot.
I think I'm gonna call in. I think I'm about to give my kill streak. I think I'm gonna call in some attack dogs on Dungeon.
Let's just stab him in the parking lot.
I'll stab him in the parking lot of McDonald's 3 times in the throat.
He died instantly.
Where he died instantly. We're gonna stage a fight. He's gonna come over and be like, "Hey guys, stop fighting. I must hit my mail, so you have to listen to me." And then I'm gonna turn to him. He's gonna realize who this obviously large creature was. And then I'm gonna stab him 3 times in the throat. He's gonna die instantly, and I'm gonna flee the scene, and I'll never be caught. Here's your.
Danjin stopping a fight?
I think Danger would encourage the fight. Honestly,
He'd gaslight the fight.
what do you mean he gaslight the fight?
Right.
Gaslighting is like when you tell someone like, "Oh yeah, you did say this." No, I didn't. Yes, you did. No, I didn't. Yes, you did.
Right, he'd be the one to start the fight then. I don't know. And then he'd post about it in the Discord later with all the shots he took. I was gonna say screenshots, but that doesn't make sense. Neither did what I had just said.
But wait, but if he's gonna be dead, he can't post nothing to the Discord.
Okay, here he's gonna start the fight, right? He ain't gonna try to stop it, therefore that'll prevent him from getting stabbed in the throat 3 times and dying instantly. And then we'll just have someone else get stabbed and die instantly 3 times in the throat,
Then that means
I guess.
then that means I failed. So how am I supposed to kill him if that doesn't work?
Just lose it, right? Just lose control.
Just lose control. I'm tired of it, guys. I swear, Danjin is in my wall right now, and I'm about to take my sledgehammer to it. Okay, he's infecting my house meat. I need that. What else am I supposed to eat? My mother's cooking? No, I live off a strict diet of house meat.
I live off a strict diet of McRib and nothing else for the rest of the year.
So does that mean you just stockpile them and freeze them, or do you just not eat until the McRib comes back?
I just don't eat until the McRibs comes back.
Uh, that night when I sent the picture of the McRib, my two friends were out like hanging out, and I stayed home because I was working on the podcast. I was working on the podcast image from last week, and they're like, "Tav, come outside. We have something for you." And they come outside and they first hand me a McDonald's Sprite. I'm like, "Oh, my favorite thing in the world, the McDonald's Sprite." Because everybody knows when you drink McDonald's Sprite, that's one step closer to fucking dying. McDonald's Sprite's carbonation is so high, it's been known to kill people if they don't have a weak constitution. Sorry, if they have a weak constitution.
If they don't, I was gonna say if they don't.
The stronger you are, the more the McDonald's Sprite affects you. So if you're ever looking for an easy way out and you happen to be a frail person, then just go order a medium Sprite from McDonald's and just drink that. That'll fucking kill you. The carbonation from the Sprite will just like fucking melt your body into like a pile of mush and bones.
Now, what if McDonald's starts serving Sprite cranberry in their machines?
Oh, finally. I'm fucking Sprite cranberry. Now
Death, but Sprite cranberry.
then you turn into LeBron James.
For ASMR, LeBron James tries to break into your house to offer you a Sprite cranberry.
I just have one query. Want a Sprite cranberry? Want a Sprite cranberry? Sprite cranberry? I couldn't find a single Sprite cranberry last year. I was so pissed. I went to Target, nothing. Walmart, nothing. Rayleigh's, nothing. Bel Air,
Did you try
nothing.
ordering online?
What type of monster orders soda online?
People that. Oh, apparently a lot of people on eBay.
What the fuck? Who is selling soda on eBay?
Who's selling soda on eBay?
What type of soda could you sell on eBay? Fucking that surge shit?
That the like discontinued, the rare stuff that's like a year old, the Mountain Dews that never came back the next year. The Among Us shaped chicken nugget.
Wait, hold up. Is that still for sale? Among
There's a lot of them, but I'm not sure if the original's still for sale.
chicken nugget. Please, please. Oh! It's still here! The Among Us chicken nugget for $1 million, for $1,000. But free shipping.
It'd be crazy if it's like the last one and it's like people been watching this, that little notification on the post.
There's 10 watches for it, but it's okay. There's 24 watches for a Among Us shaped beach rock, not a chicken nugget. And it's even the shape of the fucking crewmate. It's like a fucking it's barely the shape of it. And then there's 24 people watching it, and it's selling for $404.
But is it a bid auction?
No,
Are there ones with bid auctions with active bids?
I want to see. Sort ending soonest. Yeah, sure. Rare Among Us chicken nugget, $87, zero bids, 1 hour 43 seconds. There's a bunch of them for bids. We're like $5, $1. Oh wait, there's okay. There's one that ends in a day in 7 hours, and it's $50, and there's four bids on this fucking thing. Should I place a bid on it just to see what happens?
No, because then you'll end up having to pay 50 something bucks for a nugget.
I'm not gonna buy this. See, okay, if there's four bids on it, there's a day left. Then that means there's four people watching this goddamn thing, okay? Or at least there's two other people watching it. I'm just gonna throw my hand in there and see how much they want the chicken nugget, and then if I end up winning it, well, shit. I guess I'm $50. I guess I'm gonna pay 50 something bucks for the Among Us chicken nugget, and then I'll do a meal boy if I win it. Okay, I'll do a meal boy and I'll eat it.
How old does it say how old it is?
Uh, let me see here. Do you think if like even if this is a troll post, do you think you have to you if you were to post like a, a McRib in the shape of the of the crewmate, if you were to sell that, okay, and post it on eBay, would you just immediately eat it like right after, or would you hold on to your integrity and save the McRib until someone actually or until the bid ends and someone buys it.
I'd save it because have you heard those stories where people are actually like paying like thousands for a Cheeto shaped like something?
I have heard about this. Okay, let me see here. The about item just says Among Us chicken nugget McDonald's. It says
Oh
new,
yes.
a brand new, unused, unopened, undamaged, including handmade items. See the seller's listing for full details.
Unopened. The chicken ain't saying that it's unopened.
Okay, here's the description of it. Among Us chicken nuggets, chicken nugget McDonald's. My 9-year-old found this when she asked for a 10-piece nugget and gave up fries to have 10 nuggets. Lol. She wants me to see if it will sell.
Sure.
This person's 9-year-old child was like, Mom or Dad or parental figure, can you sell this Among Us chicken nugget on eBay and see if it'll sell? If your kid did that to you, what are your reaction? What are you doing?
Locking them in their room for 3 hours.
Now, if that were me, I would take them over to Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria and leave him alone with William Afton. He seems like a very nice gentleman. Seems like he likes kids.
The Fazbear franchise incidents.
Five Nights at Markiplier's. There's a few of these stupid chicken nuggets for sale. There's like zero bids. The only one that has bids are the is that one with the kid. But I'm gonna watch it and see if the bids increase, and I'll update it on Twitter. Or by the time this comes out, I'll update it with the post of this if it's been sold, and I'll be like, just an update regarding the chicken nugget incident from the podcast. It's sold to like X person. That'd be funny.
Daniel Big, but why?
Someone's trying to sell one for $10 million, but it comes with the BT. But it's a BTS Among Us chicken nugget.
Oh well, there's double the price right there.
What does
Do they have
BTS stand for?
proof?
Yeah, they have the little BTS bag with it.
Well, there you go.
What do you mean by that? My BTS chicken nugget.
Apparently, people are making big deals about the whole like getting their bag in pristine condition or getting the bag in general with their just normal BTS meal. They're literally Maltese coping about not getting like the special bag from McDonald's when they ordered, or if it was like I don't know, they just wanted the bag like so they could sell it, resell for better value for something that ultimately ain't gonna matter because it's a bag.
Terumo, you're in luck. There's a McRib token. Guess how much this McRib token is?
How much?
$1,000 starting bid.
Starting bid.
And it ends in 4 days, 22 hours. So 5 days.
Luckily, I have enough.
No! Wait, what? Wait, so by McRib token, is this straight up an NFT they're selling?
I think so. I think McDonald's actually did something like that where it's like you can get the McRib early as an NFT.
The fuck am I gonna do with an NFT of McRib? I can't eat this.
People are just gonna screenshot it anyway or make their own.
Fuck, I'm gonna screenshot it. I remember a few weeks ago, I was watching YouTube Shorts. I was just in this rabbit hole, and I came across some dude talking about how he's like, guys, I have a really rare NFT, and it's this fucking. He's like, I got this really rare Batman and Joker, and Harley Quinn NFTs are worth they're worth a couple $1,000. I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, I can. So he's like in this VR thing, and he can walk into a fucking goddamn portal, and he just sees the stupid virtual Batman statue. But he's like, oh, but it's like life size. It's really big. I'm like, what the hell am I gonna do with this? Okay, first of all, it's a 3D model. All right, so let me just go into Blender or Gmod or any other fucking thing and just import it then. All right, now I have the Batman 3D model. Fuck ass, dumbass. Don't ever post this shit again. I'll kill you.
I need to post in the Mauled Seas Cope text channel.
The mauled. What are you gonna mauled about? That you can't buy the McRib token?
Where's our third DLC character arc, sis?
Okay, that's that. Okay, good you brought that up. Because I was actually thinking about that the other day. Where's our third DLC character? So we got a patch, right? We have this new update, and people are just like, oh, well, the update, whatever. My
Oh,
pit.
Faust is playable now. You don't have to work to get damage in.
Ramblethal got even better. I'm like, Ramblethal was already like one of the easier characters to play.
You could now combo at the end of Potemkin Buster.
Uh, so okay, artist, great. I'm glad you did a patch, but where's my third DLC character?
How many events have you had and you had still no announcement?
It's like already November. What was the roadmap for Guilty Gear's DLC? Right, we're supposed to get a third character by the end of this year, along with like the story mode,
I think
right?
we're supposed to get like the third character and then like the two story things next year.
And a new
I'm
stage,
not
right?
positive though. I think so.
It is weird that like I think what every character in this game has like their own proper stage, right?
Except the DLC, I think.
But I'm right, right? Every character has like their own stage, or at least base roster characters.
Base roster, yeah.
Okay, so I remember. Wait, okay, yes, because Naga's stage is Japan. Wait, what about Anji then? Isn't that his stage too? I'm confused. I got fucking amnesia, the Dark Descent, bro. My mind be like PewDiePie 2012.
Yeah, we're supposed to get another character in 2021. 2022 is a new stage, a new character, and well, two new stages, two characters, and story in 2022. But we're supposed to only get another character by the end of this year.
Do you think we're gonna get Happy Chaos?
Mm, I feel like that's possible, but I'm kind of scared that they're just gonna put, oh, here's Oscar, and we're gonna save HC for the last one, just to, cause, and it's gonna kill hype, cause people are like, who wants Oscar? He's boring. We get that he's a big like character, but come on, man.
I mean, okay, if Asa's costume in the game isn't just like him with his hood down, where he looks like a generic anime character, his character model to me in the story mode literally looks like a modified Kai because he had the exact like almost the exact same freaking haircut and face.
I think that Erica is actually a modified Milia or vice versa. I think they found out.
I can see that for her at least because she's a. There's no way Erica would ever be fucking playable. Can you imagine if like the last DLC character was a complete ass pull, and they're just like, oh yeah, Erica, what's her name? Erica Bartholomew? Is that her name?
Erica Bartholomew.
Is like the last character. It's not even Happy Chaos. Happy never be
Where's
happy.
Vernon?
Oh, that'd be sick. Vernon as a character. Do you think they're gonna pull the same BS with like how they always do with other artsist fighting games, where you got Strive and they're gonna make Strive 2.0 as a separate release you could buy with like the previous season pass and a few new characters along with it?
I feel like this is either going to be a Grand Blue situation or a fighter situation. There's going to be multiple season passes if it's fighters, or it's going to be a Grand Blue where it's kind of like, no one's really watching it anymore, and there ain't much DLC since it's not as popular. So,
Granblue
but I'm
died.
not sure.
Granblue fucking died. I think the only time I played Granblue was actually during its beta, and then I was just like, this game kind of fucking. I'm not sure how I still feel about Granblue. I didn't quite like my time with it.
I only played during the beta too. I'm like, wait a minute, I don't know who any of these people are. So
Yeah,
why should I be interested? Plus the roster's small already confirmed.
Shai's roster is pretty small too, but the problem is that the difference is that we're invested into these characters. I have
Like,
to know how Potemkin's story ends.
I need to know what happened to the funny paper bag doctor guy, which we didn't get.
We also don't. I think what was it? Faust and Ramleth are the only characters we didn't see in story mode.
And May.
Oh yeah, we also didn't see May. How can Zato use a computer to remote? Can you explain that to me in Guilty Gear lores? Why Zato can use a
He's a
computer?
he's a gamer.
How? What is Zato playing? How is he gaming?
Melty blood.
God damn it! I knew it. I didn't want to believe it, but I knew it. Daisuke or any of the other directors, the producers, they had to see the scene where Zato's character model slides into the chair and he starts typing. He's facing the screen of the computer. They had to see that scene, and there's no way they looked at that scene and did not laugh. There's no way they took that scene seriously.
They knew what they were doing. Have you seen some of the dialogue in the game?
Yeah, I don't know. It's been hard for me to think about the writing of Strive and its dialogue. It's actually I think it's really hard for me to critique it because I feel like I'm kind of biased to it. But I think in retrospect, Strive's dialogue and script is kind of very, very, very cheesy and simplistic. Maybe it's supposed to
It's
appeal
like
to us as fighting game players.
it's like Guilty Gear Strive fans. Whenever Daisuke releases some cheesy lyrics, they think it goes hard. I hate that. There's there's a GIF caption that had exactly that, and it's just this guy headbanging real hard.
I mean, okay. Well, to be fair, we they do go pretty hard. Okay. What do you think? What do you think he meant by birds fly? According to instinct, no one tells them how or why.
To survive.
To exist.
I don't know, all right? It's just, I'm just hoping that like Strive turns out to be a fighter's situation in terms of DLC. Like it doesn't have to have multiple fighter passes or anything, but at least like let it have more than just 1 year of lifespan. And then, oh, 7 more years. Here's, I don't know, whatever else we have up our sleeve.
Here's Blaze Blue 5.
Here's revision 2 of Strive with all the characters previously released that we could have just released in a patch. Because look what they did in this patch. A lot of things change. You actually connect faster.
Now, if they can work some of that magic that Strive does, where you can no longer speedrun Sonic Generations while waiting for Guilty Gear Strive to connect, then I want a patch to fighters because it's obvious that they're keeping fighters alive. Fighters is still being played. Bamco is still supporting it and
But where's
whatnot.
our next DLC?
I mean that's the problem because I mean Gogeta came out at the end of August, I think, and that was like the last thing, and we haven't heard any announcement or anything. But if Bamco can keep fucking Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 alive with updates and new characters added to this day, Xenoverse is like 5 years old and it still gets updated. Fucking
To, to,
Xenoverse.
to put into retrospect, Overwatch is 5 years and it don't get updates.
I thought they still did. Cole Cassidy.
Yeah, but like nothing major. Like Bandai and them are probably keeping that like more sustained with even if it's small stuff, all they're doing is like, oh, patch this. Oh, here's the same event, some new skins. There you go.
Okay, can you, as an Overwatch, as a person who I guess I don't know, do you play Overwatch still, or are you more like an observer of Overwatch?
I still play it.
Okay, as an Overwatch player, which I feel like is more of an insult than a classification. What the hell is up with Cole Cassidy?
In which way?
Like, why is there mods? Why the change? What is this?
Because one of the representatives in the Blizzard, like, you know, one of them, their actual name was Jesse McCree, and all these allegations came out, and apparently Jesse McCree, the real one, was among the names. Something about the Cosby Suite, I'm positive. Um, People are molding about the name change just because they're like, oh, why change it? That doesn't sound like a cowboy name. McCree sounds way better. I ain't gonna get used to calling him Cassidy. Who's gonna say, oh, look, Cassidy's gonna, oh, everyone's still gonna call him McCree. The change is meaningless. And then people are also molding that, like, oh, like changing his name in game, the character really doesn't do anything for what already happened IRL, like with the real McCree. Like, what's changing a video game character's name in a game gonna do to solve like the actual problems in the Blizzard HQ and stuff?
That's a pretty fair way of putting it, honestly. I understand that because it does seem like a whole, like, what was even the point of that?
Like with how there's that one fiasco going on a while back, and then they decided, oh, now's the perfect time to announce Overwatch 2 2 years ago. Something happened, so they're like, let's announce Overwatch 2. That'll get people's mind off that.
Oh, it
Like
was
they're
the
just
mobile
trying to,
game.
yeah,
It was that, like, mobile game. I forget what it was. There was that stupid mobile game where people were just like, oh, disgusting. And like, okay, you don't want this? You don't want this, huh? Fine. Guys, do we have anything for Overwatch 2?
you don't have phones.
Guys, do we have anything for, can we announce Overwatch 2? Sir, I don't think we really can. We don't really have anything coming up for it. We're announcing it. Anybody got that new, animated, short ready? Yeah? Alright, cool. That's gonna be the Overwatch 2, trailer, I guess. I don't know. What the hell is even Overwatch 2 gonna be? Story mode?
It's that's basically it. It's like you're getting what's basically the archives like event, but it's just story. Already confirmed that you have Overwatch 1, you'll get everything Overwatch 2. Like by everything they mean like the visual upgrades, the character changes, their texture upgrades, but you won't get the story stuff. So people are like, well then what's the point of probably paying full price for just basically what's an event?
Why not just sell if you don't have Overwatch 2 and you want to get into Overwatch when it comes out, then offer that for players, but for players of Overwatch 1, why not just offer them an upgrade for a cheaper discounted
Right.
price? I mean, why does no one ever complain the fact that we were sold a $60 game that is just strictly multiplayer?
Because it's commonplace nowadays and they're like, "Oh, well, I guess complaining ain't gonna solve anything since it's everywhere now. That's the new norm."
Mm, that makes me mad. I mean, see, this is the whole like why people always compared Overwatch to TF2. Same concept, team-based combat with different classes that all do different things for different purposes, and it's strictly multiplayer. It's at one team out like fucking 12 years ago and became free like 3 years into its lifespan, and the other one still costs $60 fucking. What I'm just trying to say is we should just play Team Fortress 2. Please, God, someone play that goddamn game with me. I need people to run the man vs machine mode so I can get a golden Australian weapon so I then may proceed to sell it for a couple $100. Please, someone just.
Assuming you get the weapon.
Oh no, it's a very hard drop. I've done the specific like 4 missions. So get this. Here's what you have to do. To have a chance at getting the gold Australian weapon, you have to get 4 man vs machine tickets. How do you get these 4 tickets? Well, you go to the TF2 to the in-game TF2 store and you spend real $4 because each ticket is $1. You spend $4 and then you grind out the missions, which should take about 30 minutes to an hour, depending on if your team is really good or if they're really bad or if you're just really bad. And sometimes your team can be a bunch of fucking dickheads because you can spend the whole time as scout gathering all the money they need for the upgrades as they're busy focusing being DPS. Only for them at the last wave, they're like, we don't need a scout. And they just, instead of having you switch your class on the last wave, because the money doesn't matter at that point, they're just like, let's just vote kick this guy. And then you have to start over the mission again. Or you have to do it again because these
Based.
dickheads kicked you out. Vote kicked you. And that happened to me the other night. I mauled it so fucking hard. I mauled it so hard. I lost my hair and then regained it. That
I
same
think I'll
way.
just be engineer.
I think I'll just be the engineer. And then and then I'll just put on an engineer hair cosmetics. That's what happened to me. Well, Terumo, I think we're gonna call it quits here. We mauled it. We explained some John Pork lore. We threatened Anjin. We molded about Overwatch 2 or Overwatch. I molded about TF2. Anything else we do?
We molded about Strive.
We molded about Strive. I guess the only thing left to do is to wrap it up. But before we do, by the time this comes out this Friday, the 5th, as you're listening to this, I want to give 2 shout outs to people who share the exact same fucking birthday on that day. And this isn't a joke. Happy birthday to longtime listener, first time caller, Joe Mama, as he likes to be called, or just Joe, as his birthday is also on November 5th. But you know whose birthday is also on November 5th? Captain Caveman himself, Kisaragi. They both happen to share November 5th as their birthdays. So happy birthday to them. I'll never give another birthday shout out unless you pay me $1,000.
I thought you were going to say D's.
You know what? To end the podcast, wrap it up. You do the outro.
I don't know what to say.
Say whatever you want. I don't know. You can put a racial. You can say a racial slur for all I care.
See you guys. I guess next time we decide to record, and this has been Terumo, the man with Plan Tav, and goodbye.